everyone, Jackie I and another Jackie, I'm just saying, don't get it confused, here with Entertainment Scoop, and we are talking to Jackie Long, and we're going to talk about his newest show on TV One and all the good things that he's working on. We're really excited. ATL 2 and more Real Husbands of Hollywood. Yeah. Busy man, how are you making this all work? What's your schedule like?
First, you got to pray for the schedule to have a schedule. You understand?
Amen to that, to even having work, right?
But everything has been great. I've been blessed to do something that I love, and to have the jobs that I'm getting right now that anybody could have, and for them to call Jackie Long, I'm blessed. I couldn't change the world for nothing right now.
And speaking of blessed, your newest movie, Hear No Evil. It's incredible. What kind of feedback have you guys gotten? It premiered on March 14th.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So what's kind of the response that you've been hearing about the movie?
From the comments and stuff that I have seen, I've seen them all from a call that I got from Russ Parr that first we was one of the highest rating television movies for TV One.
Wow, that's awesome.
A great thing and a blessing.
Wow.
The other feedback is, why can't we get more of it? What can we do something else with this Hear No Evil? And your character was such amazing. Like, why didn't you stay? Like it was your movie, and I'm like, no, my movie was a girl movie. But I got a lot of great feedback, and people really enjoyed the movie because it was a great story. You know,
right.
It was about deaf people, so it was a great story, and I was glad to play the part that I played.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's getting the voice. She's hearing the voice of God.
Hearing the voice from God. Yep.
What would you do if you heard the voice of God?
I wouldn't tell nobody. I'd just talk to God and have our own little secret plan.
How would you be so selfish and just keep it to yourself like that?
Listen, you seen all the stuff that girl was going through?
Yeah.
You would have did the same thing. See, I would have just kept to myself. I would have played like I was deaf when my family was around, and then talk to God and ask him questions like, what can I do to get this extra paper and this money? What? Okay, cool. And then they come in the room, and then I go right into it. So,
how funny.
I would ask God some personal questions between me and him. Nobody else need to be involved in it.
Nobody. Oh, I'm going to try to be involved for a second. What's one personal thing that you would ask him to grow, like in your character? Because we all lack something, something that we need to work on. What's something that you would ask him to, God, I really need your strength in this area?
To slow down.
Patience.
I got to slow for patience. Because I talk fast. I do a lot of things where I move when I should think before I do. I do it good, but sometimes I need to think before I do it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can just do some knucklehead stuff. So I say, God,
I think we're all there.
Please just slow me down a little bit. Let me think about this before I do it. And he'll say, all right, I got you.
That's awesome. So what was it like working on this movie? It's incredible that this is the one TV show that has skyrocketed. What was it like just putting it all together, behind the scenes and everything?
Talking about Hear No Evil, right?
Yes.
Well, if you know Russ Parr, who comes from radio, and this is my second movie I've done with him. So, Love for Sale. That was my first one I did with. But working with Russ is like working with a best friend of mine, or a father. So that alone, I was already comfortable with him. You know what I'm saying? And the other producers that I know from from Swirl Films, and a lot of other people, I knew them. So it made me just comfortable to work with them, and they let me do what I want to do when I'm acting. Not to say they let me do what I want to do, but they let me bring the character to life.
Yeah.
Like if I read the script and he's a little tight right here and I didn't like it, I say, Russ, I don't think he should be like this.
That's nice.
He would let me do what I wanted to do first. And then if it wasn't right, Russ Parr's the type of dude he'll tell you, like, Jack, nah, it ain't gonna work. Let's do it my way.
Right.
So doing films with Russ Parr, he makes me feel comfortable, and it's great to be around him and his whole team. So if anything they got going, I will always set my schedule, if God willing, let me do it. And I always do something for them.
That's awesome. And this is your first time working on a show for TV One?
Well, see, I'm gonna tell you because you keep saying show. So
I'm sorry, movie. I'm sorry, it's movie.
It's a movie.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Thank you.
And TV One, I did do a show for them, but we can bring this up. It's called Born Again Virgin.
Oh, okay.
That's a TV show that he did do on TV One, and I do play a recurring role on there.
Okay.
So before we can get that fixed. Hear No Evil is the movie.
Yes, I know, I know.
Born Again Virgin is the show. She kept saying that.
Listen, I know it's a movie though. You know,
Right.
It just came out like that.
So what was the question again?
Well, you already answered it pretty much. I was asking if you've done something other with TV1 before, and you have.
Yeah, it was so funny. This year is my first time, and I thank TV1 sponsors and everybody out there. But TV1, I don't know what it is. This year, I've been doing a lot of stuff with TV. Well, two things with TV1. It just came out of nowhere, like through Russ Parr. Like the Born Again Virgin is Russ Parr,
Right.
That he directed in Hear No Evil.
Yeah.
You know, so TV1, I love you guys, and if I got some projects, I will be bringing them to you real soon. But see, guys, slow down. Okay, I'm on the same page as you. I'm on the same page. But
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations just on the movie and everything and the response that you're getting from it.
Look, this your boy Jackie Long, and I'll never do you wrong. Make sure y'all tune in to Entertainment Scoop, because we going to give you all the scoop in the loop. And if you don't like the loop, then get the scoop. Watch me on Entertainment Scoop with my girl Jackie. She tacky. Get at me.